up, fans? Day 3, man. Day 3. Happy Wednesday, happy Liquor Pitcher Day, happy post St. Patrick's Day, whatever you want to call it. It's Wednesday. We made it halfway through this quarantine week. Jared's drinking his barefoot little Moscato over there, so he's going to be ready to roll with this podcast. We're glad to have you back. We've been getting some good topic, suggestions over the past few days, so loving it. We're still a little bit behind on the technology side of things, but we're going to get there eventually. Just a reminder, we're the QuaranTEN podcast, trying to entertain all those who have been quarantined with 10 topics each day, and we want to keep this thing rolling. And we're going to do a little different tonight. In the past, I've kind of led through our script. And
you're doing a great job.
I appreciate that. And Jared's going to run through the script tonight. He made up all these topics. I have yet to really look into them thoroughly, so it's going to be a surprise, and I'm excited. So take it from there, Jared.
Bev, thank you. Can you please cut the music? It is my turn to shine now. Okay, buddy. Like you said, 10 topics. Some suggestions that we've gotten from our listeners. Some that I would just like to discuss with my butt on. So, the first one. I know we do not have any children roaming the earth as we know of, but I want to know what the worst name that you could give a child is. Doesn't have to be your child, just a child in general. So, take it away.
This is going to be a low blow. And I would go with Gabriel. Like, my little brother's name. Like,
yeah.
I thought it was such a poor decision on my parents' part to name him Gabriel.
But why? Do you just hate the name Gabe, or?
Yeah, it's got bullies written all over. You know, he's gonna get bullied. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, I guess, but you can go.
We did not help the kid by naming him Gabriel.
Okay.
That's what first comes to my mind. I don't know if it's because Gabe's been terrorizing me my whole life. Well, his whole life. He's 12 years younger than me, but that's what I would go with. I'm sorry, Gabe. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom. Go with it.
Yeah, that is a low blow, brother. I am not going to choose a sibling's name because that's probably about as bad as you can get. But I would come out and say, like, the old school names, obviously more so probably what our grandparents' names are. One that just comes to mind is Franny. Even Franny. It just screams elderly, which there's nothing wrong with being elderly. But it's just kind of, it's like a dirty word. You know what I mean? It's just a dirty, foul little word. So no Franny for me. We would love to hear what you would not name your children or your friends' children. So we'll keep it rolling. Dev, this is always a hot topic for debate. Most of the people choose one of these. I want 2 answers from you on this. We have 50 states, and I want to know if you had to cut 2 of them out of the United States, kick them out, quarantine them for life. What 2 states would you go with?
Can I pick Kentucky twice?
You can pick Kentucky twice.
No, in all seriousness, I would get rid of Kentucky and West Virginia.
Kentucky are our brothers from the north.
You know what those states remind me of? The movie Wrong Turn. Like, if you were going in the backwoods somewhere, you literally make the wrong turn, you might run into some hillbillies that might just literally kill you.
But you know the premise of the wrong turn, right? You know how those people kind of came to be. It's like...
They look like hillbillies. They're
it's
scary
incest.
looking hillbillies.
It's incest. That's what it is.
That probably makes moonshine back there. So getting rid of those 2 states, definitely get rid of Kentucky. It would eliminate my long drive from Ohio to Tennessee. And I guess if you eliminated West Virginia, I'd get to the ocean quicker.
Yeah, why West Virginia though? Just hillbillies, same thing like Kentucky?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrong turn, baby. Wrong turn.
Yeah, no, got it. Understood. I guess the 2 that I would have to go with, I changed my pick at the last minute. Number 1 overall would probably be New Jersey. I just don't think anything good comes out of New Jersey. It's a very, very awesome part of the country, but No, but I mean, there's so many assholes that come out of New Jersey. The only good thing that has come out of New Jersey is Mike Trout, I would say, hands down. But obviously, you're gonna have good people that come from New Jersey. But overall, I think their Twitter is blowing up. I don't know if you guys have been following that. Their like Twitter that runs their like state. It's actually kind of funny. So it's leaning on me a little bit. But overall, no, the people can go, the state can go. Lastly, Alabama. I don't really have to. I feel like I even have to go into details on this. Yeah, they got good football. Other than that, literally nothing else. I guess a look, coronavirus count, but you would have to imagine that would soon change with the intellectual level of the people in the state of Alabama. So, moving on, topic 3. What is the worst? I know you. Shout out here to Dev. He has been dry. He's been doing a drinkless 2020. So, in a year where I feel like if you ever have needed a drink in your life, this would be the one where you stay strong. But I kind of want you to dig in the vault a little bit. Tell me one of the worst experiences you've ever had at a bar.
Thanks, Jared, for the shout out. I appreciate it.
Proud of you, buddy.
You're gonna love this story.
Okay.
You know it.
Okay.
Take me back to Indian Lake, a bar called Cranberries. I'll drop this story to you guys live tonight because I feel like we need to hear it. I need to tell as many people as I can just to get it out there. So anyways.
I wasn't even thinking about this.
Yeah, so I've been Cranberry before, and long story short, we went to Indian Lake for a weekend. Met this really cute girl on a Friday night, right? We were definitely intoxicated Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we came back Saturday night at the same bar. She happened to be there with her friends, and her group hung out with our group the entire night.
Yeah.
I guess our groups bonded. Anyways, it's towards the end of the night. Feeling pretty good.
End of Saturday night, right?
End of Saturday night, feeling pretty good. I decided, hey, Jared, this random girl from Cranberries, I'm gonna go buy a shot of Fireball. Okay? I usually don't do this for people, but
you don't. You really don't.
I went up, bought a round of Fireball shots, came back. Jared takes it and he runs. Okay, he runs away from me and this girl, and it seemed normal at the time. And she comes up and she goes, "Hey, there's something I need to tell you." I said, "Okay." And she said, "Do you want to know the good news or the bad news?" And I think I took the normal choice, and I was like, you know what, let's get rid of the bad news first. Let's get rid of the bad news. And she responds, "Well, I'm a guy." Ouch. God damn, dude. That still burns today. So I say, well, what the hell's the good news? Okay? What could the good news be? And she says, or he says, whatever you want to say. She says, "I'm 31. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, no, I just wasted a shot of Fireball on this dude. I mean, we were just a couple guys being dudes at the end of the day. That would have to be my worst bar story for sure. Got Cranberry.
Well, how did you I just want how did you end up walking away from that situation? Did it end in good terms? Were you guys?
We were boys at the end of the day. Yeah, we were boys. I stuck out my hand as for a handshake because I didn't know what to do.
Right.
I literally just did not know what to do. I said, "Well, we can still be friends," and we went about our ways. From there, it was very awkward. I do some very thorough checks now, I guess, when you go to the bar. Adam's apple, she was a good-looking dude.
She was a
good-looking dude. I don't remember her name. That's the frustrating part. It was probably Tom or some shit.
It's probably Gabriel.
Don't do that to me. So that's my bar story.
Oh, man. Truthfully, when I wrote the question, I was excited for your answer. I've obviously been present of you telling that multiple times, but I forgot. It's such a great story. Thank you for sharing. I know that's a big one to get off your chest. So, I think for me, I think that one of the coolest things that you could say as a guy is "Oh, I got in this bar fight, blah blah blah." Unfortunately, my worst somewhat of that, mostly not of that. It was more me just getting knocked out. So this was back 2, 3, 4 years ago. I can't really remember. After one of the Preds games, and we went to meet out all of our friends at the bar. So we go to a bar down on Broadway. I grabbed, so it's the 3 levels to the bar. I grabbed 2 drinks on the 2nd level, just because lines are shorter or whatever. The rooftops are usually packed. So I get up there. I'm talking to the bouncer before. I remember this. I'm talking to the bouncer before, making small talk with him. I walk upstairs, go to the edge, see my friends on the opposite side of the bar. I start like moseying my way to where they're at. All of a sudden, I have 2 drinks in my hand. All of a sudden, I feel like hands on my chest. I get picked up, body slammed onto my back, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell's happening. Like, so I dropped one of the beer bottles. Like, I still have like one in my hand, and I like look up like from all of this, and it's just this old dude, man. It's just this old dude. He's got long like white hair. He's got like a white goatee, and like I was like, oh my god, and he just slugs me right in the face, and I'm just like, what the hell just happened to me, man? He like tackled me like into this like plant thing that like ended up cutting up my back pretty good. And then so like all that like these 2 guys see this happen and they like pull him off or whatever, and like I get up and I'm pissed, but like I'm just like, what just happened? Like I just the utter shock of it. I don't know this guy, and like I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, and he's like, can't even form a sentence, all this good stuff. So I'm just like, dude, I just got like I can feel my face starting to tingle, and I was like, dude, this is gonna swell up. This sucks. So I was like, at that point, I just decided, no, not gonna go try to talk to my friends, whatever. I go back downstairs to the bouncer, because then I could like really start my face, like I can feel it swelling. So I go to the bouncer, and I was like, hey, dude, like, is my face starting to swell? And like, he's like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, dude, what happened? And I was like, man, there's like this old guy, he's upstairs, he's trying to fight people, like, I don't know what's going on. His radio goes off, he's like, yeah, on the radio it's like, we got this old man, dude, he's trying to fight all of these people up here, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, that's 100% got 10 to 10, that's the guy right there. So I ended up meeting up with a family friend, his parents that were in town for that week. It was fine, but like, I went to another bar and the guy was like, oh my god, dude. And, like the guy singing like live music, Nashville, whatever. He like, after the song, he's like, dude, are you okay? Like, just want to make sure you're okay. And I'm like, all right, well, now it's definitely time to go home because like clearly I look like junk. So it wasn't even a bar fight. I didn't even get to swing, and it was definitely an old man that took me down. So like, definitely can't defend any of like anybody. Clearly, not alone, even myself. So I still think yours takes the cake, but. Topic 4, obviously we're going through a toilet paper crisis, which obviously is shitty. Pun intended. But it got me thinking, the age-old debate, how when you have the toilet paper roll and you're racking it on the rack, Dev, how would you show our viewers, how would you rack the toilet paper roll as you do it?
The over. I'm taking the over. It goes over. Just like that.
And you spin it down.
Yeah, you spin it downward.
Okay,
the momentum, it rips off itself using the momentum. And it's a lot harder to unravel the entire roll when it's going over than it would be to pull it. Because if a dog grabs it when it's under, good luck. So I'm taking the over. Quick answer. Easy.
I mean, incorrect. It's definitely not the way that you should do it. Because... I mean, my reasoning for the under is the same exact thing. When you roll from the bottom and rip sideways, that's when you get, like, you don't pull straight down. You never pull straight down. You pull down into the side because that stops the flow of the roll as it unravels. You see what I'm saying? So you pull down and across, that stops the roll. All I'm saying is I've seen more toilet papers that are, like, wound back upwards when they're set over than when they are when they're set under. So,
you do what you want. I'm not going to change.
I'm not asking you to change. I'm just asking you to give us and the viewers, your perspective on this. So, case 5. I want to know the funniest story that's ever happened to you involving the police. if you've ever been involved with the police since you're such a good child.
Yeah, I have. And it was bullshit. So, take me back to Daytona Beach, 2016, so 4 years ago. Seniors, spring break.
I was about to say that's when you graduated, right?
Yeah, on Daytona Beach. I've got my
Practicing
famous
social distancing.
inflatable swan. His name's Cooper. Shout out to Cooper. I've got a mixed drink in Cooper. I'm walking on the beach, and this lifeguard approaches me and says, "Hey, you need to pour that out."
Talk about your drink.
Yes, my drink. And I was very intoxicated at the time. I had lost my friends. I had new friends. I met some new friends down on the beach. So
Good for you.
I look at this lifeguard and I'm thinking, he's a fucking lifeguard. And I tell him to fuck off. And my immediate reaction was to take off running towards my hotel. I don't know.
Running from the lifeguard.
From the lifeguard, because he happened to be a police officer as well.
What was he wearing? How can you be both?
I don't know. Looked like a lifeguard. Looked like a lifeguard. He was the one just driving back and forth on the beach. Anyways, catch me, or I might have fallen. I'm pretty sure I fell, because I don't think he could have caught me. But we'll never know. I seriously don't know that part of the story. So, they capture me. They get me in handcuffs. They sit me on the beach. I don't have any of my friends, so oddly enough, I remembered exactly where my hotel room was. So the cops went through the hotel pool area right to our room, found my friends. They got my ID. Comes back, looks at my ID. He goes, "All right, Alex." Okay, Alex. And I'm not listening. And then I finally look at him, like, who the fuck is Alex? Like, who's Alex? I was referring to my last name. And he's having trouble finding my name in the system because he thinks my name is Alex. He thinks my name's Alexander Devon. So he's an idiot. But, so he's searching.
To his defense, it's an outside ID. It's
Sure.
in Florida,
Still an idiot. So he's still looking up my, name in the system, can't find it. So he then starts asking me, "All right, Alex, are you a junior?" And I look at him and I go, "Hell no." I was like, "I am a senior in college, motherfucker. Like, I am a senior."
And you're proud of it.
And I'm proud of it. I'm hammered drunk. I'm a senior. And he goes, "No, you understand, is your dad a senior?" I said, "My dad didn't even graduate high school. I'm fucking pissed, because I just have no idea." And I have these guys rolling. They're like, "This man is so drunk that he can't even respond to these questions." And the greatest part of the story is, they let me go.
No charges.
No charges. They're like, "Dude,
I thought you were
just, have fun, but not that much fun." And this happened right in front of my damn hotel. So everyone's balconies look in the beach, people are at the pool.
They're like,
I became famous.
Yeah.
I was Daytona Dev real quick.
Ooh.
Daytona Dev real quick. So
Not Daytona.
it was a fun story. I didn't get any citations or anything like that. So I made a lot of friends out of that situation.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Oh. The craziest part of the story, sorry to keep going on, but
No, please
I
do.
lost my goddamn swan.
Carlos.
His name is Cooper.
Cooper.
I lost my swan as I was handcuffed. Went missing for 3 days. I was upset. I was literally attached to this man. I still have Cooper upstairs. I will make.
Is that a fact?
Yes. He will appear tomorrow. Just so the fans can see. Anyways, Cooper was lost 3 whole days, and then around 4 a.m. 3 days later, my roommates are out on the beach. And they run into a guy, there's only 3 of them out there, a guy who's smoking a cigarette, and they just start bullshit. And they say, "Hey, yeah, we're from Ohio, we go to Ohio U." And this guy goes, "Oh, you know Dan, the swan guy." They're like, "Yeah, he's our roommate." Why? He's like, "I got a swan." And they're like, "No fucking way." Because, dude, I was so upset for 3 days. I wouldn't even enter the pool. I just didn't know what to do.
You lost your best friend.
I lost my best friend, Cooper. He has a collar. He's the man. Okay,
Yeah.
Cooper's the man.
We gotta see him tomorrow. We gotta see him.
He was returned. I have not let him go since. I still have him. He's 4 years old coming up. 4 years old. Unreal.
Dude,
That's my story. Sorry, guys.
Actually, unreal. Dude, unreal story. Especially getting your best friend back.
Yep.
I thought that would be me, but that's cool.
Never lost you, Jared.
And you never will. Okay, my famous story. Mine's not as cool as yours, man. You just got better stories than I do. This was back when I was in high school, and I was hanging out with the older kids because I'm so cool, and I'm the young kid, and I'm so cool hanging out with the older kids. Well, guess what? We went out after curfew to go out to like a cemetery, or like, do you remember Crybaby Bridge? Remember that like old story where you go out to the bridge and you could hear the baby cry because they said the mom like threw the child over the side. So you drive out there and you could hear the baby cry. So we were on our way out there, spooky, and we got pulled over because people we were driving with had like a taillight out, some like bullshit reason for getting pulled over. We get pulled over, and I don't know. I don't know the laws clearly, but I thought that like if you get pulled over for something like that, they can only request like an ID of the person in the car. It doesn't matter. We weren't doing anything wrong. So, long story short, it was like probably midnight. They found out that I was a minor. I was on after curfew, and the police officer called my dad, literally like took my phone, like had me dial home and like called my home phone, and my dad picked up and he was like talking to him about it or whatever, and I just know that my dad's gonna be pissed, obviously dad's gonna be pissed about that. So he I hear the officer, he's like, yeah, like, do you want to talk to him? He's like, yeah. So I get on the phone, and my dad goes, can you tell me why in the hell the police are calling me at 12 o'clock because you're out after curfew? Do you know what kind of bullshit phone call this is? Like, if you don't have the intelligence to not get caught, then just don't even go out. He goes, matter of fact, don't even come home. And I was like, damn, dude. I was like, okay, shoot. Like, I kind of wish my mom would have answered at that point. I don't even care if she would have cried at that point. Like, so... I mean, the bullshit of it is he still cited me for it. He called my parents, still cited me for it, like citation for being out after curfew. I had to like go to court for it, pay some bullcrap fine, and I mean,
asshole.
I know, dude. I know. Like not anything where I was like actually in handcuffs and got away with it, but yeah, man. Okay, topic 6. I think this is good. Would you rather be married to a 10 with no person, like with like a shitty personality, or like a 6 has a great personality? She brings out the best in you, Dev.
I think I know which one you're going to go with. And for those who've been listening to the first 2 podcasts, I think we all are aware that I assume that my first wife is going to leave me. So I'm going to choose the married to a 10 with a shitty personality. Because I think it's just, it'll be temporary. She'll be hot. And you know what that means? It means I've got a lot of money. That means that this podcast blew up, all right?
And
we're making
sponsorship dollars coming
Sponsorship dollars, okay? Raining in. That barefoot you're drinking right there, boom, money, dollar signs. I'm going to have a hot wife. She might be a bitch.
But that's she's just your first wife.
Yeah. Second wife's your better. The best one you're ever going to have.
You make your mistakes with the first one.
Yeah, you learn. You live and you learn. Hopefully I have an agreement in place before the marriage so that she doesn't take everything, but